Hi, welcome to my review of the ORX TX6I transmitter. I picked this up from Hobbyking. I ordered it on Saturday, it arrived yesterday, and it is free post if you have the 48-hour parcel force service in the UK. And let's open it and have a look. I have obviously opened this previously, but I just thought I'd show you what you do actually get in the box. Put that out of the way. So, this is it. No manual, no nothing. That's it. And micro USB cable that we got about 3 million of. That's what you get in the box. Just make it a bit brighter for you. Okay, so I ordered this mainly to fly my bind and fly stuff. I'm a QXF PV. I've got quite a few of the blade products. What I wanted is something cheap, simple, and that I can just chuck in a bag with it, mini quads or whatever. Let me just turn it on for you. Sorry to get the switch in the right position. So, I'll see if you can see the screen okay. So you can see it's backlit screen, it's got 20 model memory. The gimbals aren't bad actually, they're not up to the standard of Futaba or JR, but they're not bad. I used to have a I used to have a Dsmx Spectrum. It's far better radio than that. It's much better built, it's nicer inside because I have that in bits as well, and it's nicer to hold. The sticks feel much better, the switches feel better, but it is a budget radio. You get what you pay for, I suppose, but it's ideal for the little stuff. Things I don't like about it is I don't like the wheel. It's not the most, it doesn't feel great to press. I do like the fact it's got a cancel button, not having to press down and go back out your menus, and to bind it's simply on, press that in and off. There is a bind option in the menu. It runs on 4 AA batteries. I've had it in bits, I shall explain why in a minute, and it's very easy to do a mod, so I will be modding it next week to run it on a 2S LiPo. It's well within the capabilities, so I'll be running that on a 2S, probably 2000 2S TX battery. So the reason I took it in bits is this is a fly mode one. I bought it mode one, but it has a horrible ratchet on here rather than the smooth one. It's so easy to do. If they'd have put a hole in the back it'd be much simpler, but there is no hole, so you simply undo one, loosen off one screw, tighten up the other. If you do buy this mode 1 and you want to swap it to mode 2 or vice versa, it's extremely easy to do. There's a plate at the back of where my finger is on either side. You screw one in, you screw one out. It'll make the gimbal swap over. One will go sprung and one will stay like that. You simply go into the menu and change it to mode 2. It's that simple. It weighs, it's quite light actually. Just bear with me 1 second and we'll just see how much it does weigh. See how much it weighs. I don't know if you'll be able to see the scales. £600 grams. Sorry about that, caught camera. It weighs 600 grams, so it's not bad at all really. That's with the batteries in, so it's quite a light set. Ergonomically it feels decent in your hand. You can see it's got nice grips at the back, which is a nice feature over the old T6. Switch wise it's got 1-2 position switch there, a 3 position, a 3 position, a 3 position, a 3, a 3, a 3 and a momentary. Trainer ports on the back, and the USB is for a firmware upgrade. I've checked in, it's in the latest firmware. Programming wise, let's see if I can get this in focus. It's an absolute doddle. Hold the button down. So you've got, well, let's go down to first off model setup. So we're going to go model select, type. So we've got airplane glider, helicopter variable pitch, helicopter swash 90, helicopter swash 120, helicopter 140, and what I bought it for, multicopters. Model name, as you can imagine, model reset, model copy, frame rate, so is it 11 milliseconds or 22, and then you combine from that position as well. Cancel will take you back. So these are now what you have. So you've got auxiliary channels, assign switches, mode, so it'll tell you what your switches do, arm, set up your arm feature, model setup, system setup. These are all the features you only, because I've chose quad, it now goes back and just reduces to them. And that's what I bought it for. So I'm showing you on the quad setup. So if you go to system setup, you've got your username you can enter, trainer mode, student mode, sticks mode. So this is what you'd go into if you wanted to swap it from mode 1 to mode 2. LCD brightness, and you can just go quite bright the screen actually. System settings, firmware version, firmware update, RF module version, RF module update, and factory reset. Don't want to be hitting that. One of the weirdest things I found was when you've done anything on it, it might be my stupidity, but to save something you've got to press and hold till it beeps. I was just coming back out of it and it wasn't saving anything. So pretty weird actually, but so there you go. So that's your main screen. That's what you'd have on your main screen. Shows you the little model picture of a quad. Your TX voltage. Now it does have telemetry, so you get your RF, your GPS coordinates. If you find something that's got GPS, it can talk back to it. So just to show you what it does look like, I haven't got, the Nano hasn't got telemetry, but it does when you bind to it, show you what it does. So let's just select that model. Sorry, wrong one. Model select. Just go all the way back to that. Press it till it clicks, keep forgetting. So that's my Nano QX. Probably got one here with a flat battery. There you go. I have actually got one with a flat battery by the looks. Okay, bear with me, I'll just swap the battery. Probably not a great battery this, but it'll do just to power it up. There you go. So on your screen, this is what you'd have if you have the telemetry on. Your battery, your RPM, your temperature, and then you can flick through the screen. So for the money, so just to show you that it does work. So for the money, you can't really go wrong. Like it's not the best transmitter in the world, but for 60 odd quid, free delivery, binds to any Dsmx, it's good value. Now, if you want to, I didn't do this, but if you order it global from the global store, it will come non-EU. So this is the EU version. Got CE on the back. The difference being the non-EU one works on DSM2 and Dsmx. So it's backward compatible with everything. This is Dsmx only. So just be aware that this is Dsmx only. If you want that, buy it from the same price from China. You just have to wait for it to come. I wasn't bothered. I have actually bound this to a DSM2 helicopter and it bounced straight away. But I can't guarantee it'll work on everything. So that's my quick thoughts on it. I actually quite like it. It's worth the money. It's fantastic for what I bought it for. It's nicely finished off. The aerial is in here. I've had it in bits to have a look. It's not just a gimmick, and it's rubber. It's not a stupid thing that's going to snap off. The switches feel good. The gimbals feel okay. The sticks are adjustable in length. But it's far better than the stuff you get with the toy quadcopter stuff. So anything that'll come with when you buy a Nano or any of the helicopters, the small helicopter you get, it's far better than any of the Spectrum stuff that comes with it. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe, and if you're thinking of getting one, I would. I think it's worth the money. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.